What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Belligerence. Like, comment, share, and/or subscribe. Yeah, man. I really don't have a message today, but I can tell you, like, I did have a couple of dreams or whatever. It was wild. One dream, I was asleep. It was like I was in between worlds. Like I was like half wake, half sleep, but I knew somebody was doing like some kind of spell work or something like that. And right in the middle of it, I saw like a light come on. It was a light. And it was weird because I seen that light before, but I can't remember where I seen it from before. I don't know if it was a movie or what. But I do know, like, what I was getting from that light turning on was that it was like it triggered something. Either I guess somebody's trying to do something without maybe like the spiritual team knowing or something like that. But the light, when that light came on, whatever was in there, I don't know what happened, but something happened. Like, because I woke up. I'll tell you that right now. I woke up. Yeah, I got the pro thing going right now. I gotta do something with it again. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something with it. Yeah, man, it was wild. You know? So I don't know if you guys woke up in the middle of the night too and caught, maybe you was getting spiritually attacked or something like that. It's possible that when they did it, it triggered something. It triggered something with your spiritual team, or with I want to say it was God himself. It's kind of like God himself made an appearance. And also today I saw a rainbow in the sky. If you have been doing like prayers or doing any kind of protection work, or if you was doing any kind of cleansing work, or basically, yeah, like cleansing work kind of thing, I'm just letting you know that for the most part that it did go through. I saw a rainbow today. Not only did I see a rainbow, but I saw one of the saints. He had like a spear, and then he had like a robe or a cover or something over his arm or something like that. It was weird. But yeah, somebody also, I guess somebody had been like launching like spiritual arrows at you, because I saw this in a cloud. It was like an arrow, which in my opinion, it represents like spell work, right? Somebody sent some kind of workout, and there was this I want to say like one of your angels or whoever protects you. Yeah, I seen a transparent outline of somebody, but I couldn't make out who it was. And they was holding the spell, whatever spell work that they sent. They was holding it between their fingers like this. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I've been seeing nothing but all kind of like failed spell work all day. But for the most part, it kind of gave me the vibe that somebody pretty much was doing it just to try to get your attention, or, you know what I'm saying, a variety of different things. So, okay, so anyway, yeah, also I need to make I just got a new deck, okay? It is called a Quantum Cold Self-Help Book, okay? Now, I do want to do it like on some real shit. I really want to do a video on these because with these cards, basically, her name is Unapologetically Des, you know what I'm saying? And this is her Quantum Code Oracle code for self-help, right? It's basically a card deck, right? But you know what I'm gonna do is, you know, I reached out to her. I'm gonna wait for her to reply or respond or whatever first, before I break down how, you know, these codes work and how they're like connected into like the universe and how it like all intertwine, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do it if her ancestors say no, if she say no and stuff like that, then that's it, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna bother that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put these up for now until I get a reply. Once I get a reply, then I'll, you know, tap in and we'll go from there. All right, so today I am gonna pull cards. As you can see, I'm shuffling and trying to get all my cards together that I'm gonna use while I do what I do. So yeah, there was definitely the spiritual attack that came through. I mean, that somebody was trying to do, basically. There's also, let's see what comes out in the cards. We're gonna see what comes out in the cards, because if that doesn't come up in the cards today, I'm not gonna read on it. You know what I'm saying? We got enough giving them clout and stuff that, you know. If anything, that's a lane, you know what I mean? People doing it like, look, I did do the work. Oh, the work did go through. Oh, they did know I was doing this to them. Cause one more mention. There was this video that came across my YouTube, and it says something about a spiritual group 754, 764, something like that. And I guess there was like this satanic group that was deep on the dark web, right? And basically what they do is they infiltrate people's lives, and they find stuff out about them and like try to blackmail them and stuff like that with like nude photos and stuff like that. And then while they are holding people's lives hostage, they force them to do humiliating stuff. And the more humiliating things that you can convince that person to do, the more clout that you get and more rank that you get in the group, basically, right? I don't know if you guys are going through something like that, but that, you know, that could partially explain for some of you guys what the humiliation ritual was. If you guys was going through humiliation rituals where it seemed like family and friends turning their back on you, a lot of gossip, stuff like that kind of thing, it could possibly be a group where it's like they pretty much learn everything that they can learn about you. And when you try to go towards other people, they learn stuff about them too. And they try to use that to try to, you know, get people to do humiliating stuff. I mean, they had all kinds of stuff. They had people cutting user names into their arms and sacrificing animals, and, you know, on live stream, you know. There was a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff like that. But, you know, what the vibe I was getting with that, though, was like, you know, 9 times out of 10, if they did try it and it didn't work with you, what is more humiliating than doing all that just to try to get a reaction out of somebody and not getting it? I think that's more humiliating than anything else. So if you are being attacked by a group like that and the humiliation rituals didn't work, 9 times out of 10, if you did join that group, or technically by the rules of that group, you outranked the person who tried to attack you. You know what I'm saying? Technically. You know what I'm saying? Because the humiliation, basically they humiliated themselves. But they don't see it that way though, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, let's see what is coming out in the cards today. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah, it sure the fuck came out too. That shit came right the fuck out. Right the fuck on out, yeah. Somebody trying to heal themselves from some bullshit ass spell work they sent out for the full moon. They're already trying to do some healing work. It's kind of like somebody tried to throw a rock and hide their hand. They knew that this work might backfire. Well, as soon as they got wind that this work that they sent out was going to backfire, they started immediately trying to do healing work and stuff like that. And that's another way that I know people have been trying to do like spiritual attacks, is like the day, like it's kind of like right after they do all the spiritual attacks, it's kind of like the person be like, oh, you need to take a spiritual bath. Basically, you knew what you sent failed, and you call yourself trying to like bind yourself to me to cleanse your energy, but by the grace of God, that does not work. You're responsible for everything that you send out, everything, whether you acknowledge it or not. You're responsible for it. Ain't no tying that shit to nobody else. You're responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the vibe that I'm getting here. You got the goddess in reverse here. You got the witch in reverse here. You got the moonlight in reverse here. Look at that. Twin flames in reverse here. You got the healer out here. And you got the intellectual one right here. Somebody did not know what the fuck they were doing. Somebody who did some work off some misinformation. And remember, I was telling you guys that somebody have been abusing the information that I got in my book, man, on some real, like for real. because I told you guys that I got 2 books, right? They're not, I wouldn't call them grimoires. I would call them more of correlation books. Because basically what they do is they correlate different phenomena from religion, spirituality to things like chemistry, biology, physiology, psychology, just arithmetic, you know, mathematics, art, all kind of stuff like that, right? That's what it does. It correlates stuff like that all together, and it just shows the interconnectedness of how, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, and the reason why I say that is because I know my wisdom when I come across it. I know when you come, I put it like this: wisdom is like a child, and when you create this child, you have this it's like you have a telepathic connection to it. You know what I'm saying? You know when your child is tired. You know when your child is hungry for the most part. You know different things because you gave birth to this work. I gave birth to a specific work, and it just gave me the vibe that I'm not the only one. You probably gave birth to something special that you do spiritually, right? Like say if it's something that you do spiritually that you don't tell anybody that you've been working on, or that you do yourself, right? I just got this vibe that somebody had either been spying on you like they've been spying on me, or some kind of way they pieced together something from maybe whatever way that they've been watching you or whatever, and they tried to turn it dark. They tried to do like some dark work with the light that you infuse into this energy. Now, whatever this was, I guess they thought that they would also be able to heal themselves using this magic. It's kind of like, it's kind of like, let's say if you add something, let's say if you add basil to your candle work, right? Let's just for example, right? Or when you pray and you only use a certain color candle. Somebody tried to take that philosophy and do some dark work with it. That's what they tried to do. Somebody tried to do that. So that way, when you do your work, I guess when you believe in your work, it's supposed to bind itself to you, kind of like mirroring the work that you do, so that they can latch a deity on it and bind it to the work that you do. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. That's basically the vibe I'm getting here. Some idiot thought that was a good idea. But unfortunately, what idiot didn't understand was that when you did the work that you did, you already had God or whoever you believe in anointed on that work. And some kind of way, whatever you called in on that work, when they called to deconsecrate, because technically that's what they did. When they took that work of the light and tried to convert it to the dark, they tried to deconsecrate the light. They tried to deconsecrate it, but it was already consecrated in the light. And guess what? Somebody lost their gifts. Somebody lost their connection to the universe. That's a loss to the universe. See, if you pay attention, that's the third eye. And then you got these two here. These nodules here correlate with the throat chakra here. You see what I'm saying? That's the third eye and that's throat. One governs how understanding and being understood by others. That's what the throat chakra is a duality. That's why it's governed by Gemini. It has to do about being understanding and being understood. Bam. Somebody is blocked off from that. Either that or they tried to send that to you. Tried to block your third eye and your throat chakra. Oh. Sorry, I got a message. They got the witch in reverse here, yeah. Yeah, the witch, whoever this was, they're definitely not skilled at what they did. This is like, oh my God, low budget. It's like the low budget spell work. Somebody did some low budget spell work. Some Dollar General spell work is what I'm getting. Something about Dollar General. You got the moonlight in reverse here. Whatever, this is the moonlight in reverse. Yeah, it's, oh man. So yeah, this is either currently or somebody just did this. Whatever this was. You got twin flames in reverse. So I mean, I wonder if they were trying to break up your twin flame and try to steal your ability to heal yourself. and they tried to make you, strike you blind, deaf, and dumb. But in reality, you know, with all of this in reverse, I don't know, it just don't. I wonder if they used the Reiki healer to try to send the energy of these curses to you. Because I am seeing, with this right here, kind of giving the vibe of a lady that sits in a room and she remotes view people, but she also try to send them Reiki energy. Like if you do, like say if you got a channel like this, they'll come on, they pay her to come on the channel and Reiki energy towards you. That's the vibe I'm getting there. Something about a Reiki healer. You got the number 57 here. 57, it correlates with, what is 57? Is that waiting? No, it has to do with like a concubine, taking a concubine in reverse. So this has to do with somebody who is, this is an older woman who is unmarried, an unmarried older woman. She ain't married. This is somebody that people pass around, an older woman that gets passed around. Maybe an older sister in the family. Something about her, she's older. Whoever this woman is, she's older. Not only that, you got the number 52 here. They tried to stop some kind of work from coming through to them. They've been trying to put blockages and stuff in your way with the number 52, stand still, the mountain. Whatever this mountain is, they did some kind of work and it's backfiring. And now whatever that has been delayed in life is getting ready to flood in. But also the karma and stuff that they've been trying to build, delay spell work. They've been doing black magic to delay some kind of work from coming back on them, is what this is. But it's already 52 in reverse. It's coming back. Whatever this is, it's going back. I heard return to conjurer. Return to conjurer. Moonlight in reverse here, yeah. I don't know why they did this work, and it's so stupid because the moon, you know, maybe they did a moon ritual, right? Let's say if you did your prayers yesterday or this morning or whatever, right? With the number 17 in reverse, this moon card here in reverse here, it's causing people who follow them to break apart and leave them alone. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This work that they did is it's splitting up everybody that call themselves following this person. So you may even see this person try to start demonizing you and trying to make you look bad or humiliate you again. And it may keep trying to do that because the vibe I'm getting is that it's somebody who's histrionic. If you don't know what histrionic is, it's kind of like one of those people who crave attention, can't, you know what I'm saying? Constantly need validation. A constant need for validation. This could be a man. It could definitely be a man. But either way, people has lost respect for this man and they're starting to split away. The way that they used to feel about this work, they don't feel like that no more. So I wonder if this was a male that tried to do the mind work over your mind while you were asleep, or been trying to do work on your subconscious mind. Almost like hypnosis. You got twin flames in reverse here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely seeing like what 30 has to do with igniting, which is like rallying up support. So yeah, people are no longer wanting to see you apart from your twin flame. It's almost like what happened with Pharaoh, where he was like, you know, just, you know, so many plagues, so much stuff going on. And now the person in charge keep going back and forth on leaving you alone and letting it go, and then trying different avenues to try to get other people to keep doing the work. That's basically with the Pharaoh aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Pharaoh was like, okay, just get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then you start going on your journey, things start improving in your life, and all of a sudden they come back after you, and they start it all over again. Essentially, that's exactly what this is. This is a real life Pharaoh, is this vibe that I'm getting here. This person losing their gifts and abilities. They're losing their connection to the universe, which is what? Their riches. That has to do with riches. I saw the word locust today. Okay. Then there's the witch in reverse. That's your ability to mold with your hands. So your mind is blocked. You can't mold with your hands. You're having blockages in your subconscious space. And your subconscious space, essentially, that is what helps you move forward in life emotionally. Yeah. And then on top of that, you got all these karmic connections that are walking away, that wants to be free from this, whatever plagues is going on in their life. But they can't free themselves because whoever's in charge have a problem with leaving this alone. They keep hiring other people to do the work. So basically, this is the grand scale of things. This is basically how it looks right here, right? Say that you're in a group of five people, right? Okay. 4 of those people say, hey, you know what? We don't want nothing to do with this work anymore. You want to be cool, we want to be friends, that's fine, but we don't want nothing to do with it. Okay. You're still friends with them, but you're going out and you're still paying other people to do the work, keeping the work going out there, right? The backfires is still hitting them through you, because spirits are communal. Energy is communal. Energy is magnetic. It's just like EMF, electromagnetic fields. Essentially is what is covering our bodies. Electromagnetic field. One part is electric, one part is magnetic. The magnetic part of your energy is holding on to what was supposed to be coming back to you. And now you're hanging out with your friends and stuff, and guess what? The magnetic part of them is also getting a dose of the radiation of what you put out. You see what I'm saying? So now it's not just affecting you, it's affecting everybody around you too. And these people are tired of taking L's. 30 in reverse. That's igniting. They're losing their enthusiasm. Somebody's spirit is being drowned out. The spirit of this work is being grounded out. That's what the number 30 represents in the I Ching, igniting. It has like willpower, spirit. When people are like rallying around you and they're like, oh yeah, like a rally, right? Yeah, enthusiasm is falling away from this, whatever this work was. And it was all after somebody did some kind of work against you and your twin flame, or whoever you're destined to be with, or whatever you believe. You could just be you and your husband, or you and your wife, you and your kids. Somebody tried to separate 2 people, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to separate 2 people who are destined to be together. Then you have the healer energy out here. So yeah, either you or them, they're trying to get some healing work done. 47, exhaustion. Whatever healer that they paid to do this work is exhausted. They're approaching exhaustion. They're coming from the right space of wanting to try to heal them, but this is outside your control. This is outside your area of expertise because of all the karma that's involved. I see this, them doing some kind of Reiki towards the east. Towards the east with their back to God. Yeah. Towards the east. Whoever this is that they're trying to like heal with their hands and stuff like that, this person is very well gifted. You can see the X on her hand through palmistry. Those X represents gifts. The rune X represent a gift. Gifted, being gifted. Gifted, and let's see, that's, I want to say that's Jupiter and something else. I can't remember what that, Venus and Jupiter. So this very well could be the person who they were using Reiki to send love magic and energy like that towards other people as well. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Then you have the intellectual in reverse, number 3. Number 3 represents the energy, and I Ching represents difficulty at the beginning. Whoever this person is, this group, they've been practicing this work for a while now. So this could have been some old work that you introduced, or that you had done a long time ago, and they wanted to resurface it because I guess they thought since your hand was over it, or that you touched it in some kind of way, shape, or form, that they were going to twist and mold. Hang on. That's the energy I was looking for too. Whoever it was, they got upset. I could feel that. I felt their energy shift. So I'm glad they came, because now we're gonna find out exactly what they did. So anyway, intellectual, yes. Somebody was trying to do something that they tried to like do some kind of work, or they thought that they knew something. It's like they thought they knew how this work would work. They thought they knew this something about some kind of work that they did. It could even be like root work, right? Like, or they went to somebody who they thought knew what they were doing. But just give me the vibe that somebody thought they had all the information, or they thought that if they did it a certain kind of way, it will work. They're trying to take the easy way, trying to take a shortcut to get this work done. Number 3 has to do with difficulty. They didn't do the training. They didn't do the initiation. They didn't do the fasting. They didn't do none of that. Somebody keep trying to take shortcuts to do spell work. Ugh. Anyway, let's see what's going on with that energy that I was telling you about. So the person who just came up, yeah, red flag, risky situation. Whoever this person was, they knew the person that just popped in, because whoever this was, they was trying to throw some conflicting information into this reading to try to make everything conflict, or trying to make it sound a certain kind of way, or trying to steer the reading into a certain way so that certain stuff gets said, because they may have like some finances involved in the situation, or they want to prove something to other people about themselves, something about possibly even just to try to get clout for something. But there's a red flag. They tripped an alarm system. Somebody tripped an alarm system. Something about an alarm system. Obsession, physical attraction, and sex appeal. Snack. I can't remember. I'm still trying to decide if I was gonna. I think I said I was gonna do these in the upright. I wasn't gonna do reversals on these. These, my oracle cards, I'm not gonna do reversals on these because these ones didn't come with a book. So I figured if it did have reversal, it would have came in the book. But whoever this person is, they're obsessed with you and they have some kind of sexual attraction to you. Something about your physical attraction. Whoever this person is, it's like, this could be a fair-skinned woman too, with colored hair, obviously. Something about purple. But the vibe that I'm getting here, it's like, it's almost like there's somebody in a group that's been paying people to initiate and start war with you so that you would notice her. So that you would like, so that she could like kind of vibe of getting your attention. Somebody is basically trying to get your attention because they're obsessed with you and they're trying to get you to obsess over them. Ugh. Ugh. Supersize me. Whoever this person is, this could be a real big lady. It could be a real big person. This is a big person, man. This is y'all. I know I'm big. Yo, I know I'm a big man, yo. But look. Oh man. Oh my God. This is a person who struggles with their weight and they're jealous about you and your size. They see that you're physically attractive and that you get attention from people, and now this person wants that same attention. But when they come outside, looking like that. They come outside looking like that. You'll know who it is. You'll know who it is. Man, I did not want to do this today. I did not want to do that today. What is this? SOS. Distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. Yeah, whatever this is, somebody is going through, look like whoever this is, they're going through something, but I don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care. I don't care. Supersize me. Go on and do what you've been doing. Go on and do what you've been doing, Supersize me. We ain't got time today. We ain't got time today. And no, I don't have nothing against big people at all. But when that car came up, I said, bruh. Why the universe call that lady big like that? Why you calling her so big? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Damn, 30 minutes all Oracle. See, that's why I like Oracles better than I like Tarot. Tarot is straight and direct to the point, but the Oracles, they give me more room to work with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just going to do an overall reading, and then we're going to go from there. So, you got the Hangman in reverse here. Two of Cups here. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Ten of Wands in reverse. Magician in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, man. Oh my God, three of Swords in reverse. Huh. Okay. Got the Queen of Swords out here. Got the Three of Pentacles out here. You got the King of Swords in reverse. You got the Five of Pentacles in reverse out here. So whoever, like I said, it's a group. It's like they want to come out of, whoever this is, they're trying to come out of poverty. Somebody's trying to come up off of this work. Somebody's trying to use this work to come up some kind of way. Maybe they do get paid based off of what you complain about, or basically off clout, basically, right? So let's say if you do something wild, if they do something wild to you, you get online and you be like, oh, somebody did this to me, and you all riled up and stuff. Whoever they're doing it for is a Satanist or sadistic person, and basically they get off on watching people be in pain. So basically this person is willing to pay to watch them put other people through shame, humiliation, and pain. So basically somebody is paying, you got a group of people that was being paid to work for a satanic group, or a dark sadistic person have paid a satanic group to do this, because this is what they do to feel better about themselves. You know, they touch themselves to it. They think about it all day and every night. And then when it stopped working, it kind of like messes with this person's mind. But this person and all the people involved are going through a financial tower. They went through these financial towers. And now it's like, you know, the group ran out of money. I don't know if you saw that video that I sent a long time, maybe like a couple days ago, where I was talking about I ran that snake over with the truck. And basically I said something like these people, they were going broke, and now they're trying to scam. They tried to go towards a woman with money to love bomb them and try to get as much money from them as possible in order to pay for different for some spell work to get done. So you got the Hangman in reverse here. Yeah, it's kind of like these people are, you know, it's like, let me see here. Yeah. Somebody's being delayed. There's some delays and standstills. It's like, yeah. It's like that, like what I was saying. Remember I told you about the mountain, 52? There's definitely setbacks that is coming in for these people. I guess they thought that they was going to be able to recover themselves. I think it's something like they made a bet. They could even be making bets on what they can do to you or cause you to walk away from or destroy in your life. Kind of that vibe too, where it's like they make bets. Like, oh, I bet you I can do this. And everybody put in a pot and bet either for or against or whatever. And it's kind of like it's basically you against somebody else. And the person who's going against you, they're going to make bets and wagers off of what they can or can't do, or how they humiliate you and stuff like that. They're making bets and stuff like that. So when you pass these tests, what happens is, well, not really even tests, but when you get through the attack, basically what ends up happening is you know, the people, they lose their money because they're like, oh, I bet they won't get over on this. I bet they won't get over on that. Kind of give me the vibe that that's the reason why you might have some money coming your way, because it's from the betting pool that they have been putting together to bet against your life. Almost like it was a movie I saw where it's like a rich person who pretty much offers somebody money if they could survive for like 24 hours. And then if you survive for 24 hours, then they give you like $10 million or something like that. But everybody in the world is basically after you or against you. So they like hire all these hitmen and stuff like that to come after you and stuff like that. That's exactly the vibe that I'm getting, but it's in the spiritual sense. That's the vibe that I get. But anyway, yeah, somebody is definitely going through some blockages, and it comes from some kind of work that a warlock did on a love connection. This is a warlock, a masculine energy. He's not as powerful as he thought he was. Could be Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, double fire, or fire and water. Yep, third decan Scorpio, second decan Sagittarius. Yeah. Whoever this person was, they didn't have the authority to do this love work or this love spell, but they did do the love spell or whatever. They did the work. I'm guessing it was to block your love life. Somebody tried to hex your love life. Then you got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Whatever this is burning this warlock out. This warlock is being burned out because of how strenuous the work is that they've been doing. It's kind of like, remember I told you how that light came on? It's kind of like they sent so much dark towards you, and then this light just opens up out of nowhere and shines on the whole situation, and everything that is incapable of living in that light is just burned off and destroyed. It's almost like mathematics, right? You know, if you take a negative and you multiply it by another negative, you get a positive. Somebody just kept trying to exponentially send negative to you, right? And then eventually, by the end, it turned into what? A positive. That positive was so strong that it broke through whatever dark magic or whatever it was that this person was doing, because this person is overwhelmed. This person is drained. I told you that there's somebody is drained. If this was a man, he probably went to a woman to try to get some healing work done after this work. Magician in reverse. Yes, they tried to do, since that didn't work, now they're trying to do spell work to try to manipulate you mentally. So that you, something about confidence, trying to take away your confidence, trying to block your talents, making it where you don't use your talents and your gifts, make you insecure, make it really hard for you to plan things, and trying to manipulate your energy. And there's also narcissism, the energy of narcissistic energy, where it's like you're more absorbed with yourself than with other people. Somebody's trying to get you to walk away from a love offer or some kind of love life situation here. Yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse. Whatever they tried to get out of, they can't get out of it. Somebody even tried to put an end to you getting out of this situation. They probably did some dark magic or something like that to try to keep you from leaving the situation where you're stuck. So that only thing you can do is experience the spell work that they did, almost like trapping you off. That was somebody goal spiritually. Somebody tried to spiritually trap you off. Something about 8 cups. But guess what? You recovered. You recovered. You recovered, or you're recovering from it. Yeah, you recovered or you're recovering from it. You're recovering through releasing the pain, acknowledging that it hurt, acknowledging your acknowledgement of the pain or whatever it was. It's causing you to be, aware, and it's causing you to be able to release the energy that's connected to it. Okay? Instead of being like, oh my God, you're more like, I wonder why is it like that? And that's another thing. You have any of those questionable thoughts, emotions, and stuff like that? Before you judge it, before you dismiss it and all that other stuff, the one important thing that you should ask yourself is like, I wonder where is this coming from? And then you pray to God. You say, Most High God, I ask that you reveal to me where is it coming from. Is it me? You know, because if it's me, I want to see what part of my life triggered this. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it for yourself. It may be uncomfortable, but it's important for you to see it for yourself. Because once you see it for yourself, in yourself, guess what? It's like, okay, well, maybe I should work on that. Or honestly, that's something I can't fix. And that's another part of the healing journey, just being truthful with yourself. It's okay to feel like you're Superman. It's okay to know that you're not Superman. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it boils down to this, what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself, oh, I can do this, then you can do it. If you be like, no, I don't think I could do it, or I can't do it right now. Just because you can't do it don't mean you can't do it forever. Maybe at that point in time, you can't do it. So guess what? You're like, look, I recognize it's a problem. There's nothing I can really do to change it right now. But what I can do is acknowledge it, keep an eye on it, see where it goes from there, and try to learn from it from there. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm not saying just let it run amok, but just keep an eye on it, like an adult watching a child. Just see how it plays out in your life, because then it's going to start explaining stuff to you of what has been going wrong in your life and how different stuff has been affecting you and how you've been putting yourself in certain cycles and circles that you don't even belong in. You know what I'm saying? So negative talk, self-talk, release pain, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the biggest one. I think forgiveness is the hardest weapon to use, especially against somebody who's sadistic or somebody who don't have the capacity to recognize emotions. Because there's actually a such thing as somebody who has a damaged amygdala or whatever, and it causes them to not be able to experience fear, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's also I want to say it's like something like psychopath or sociopath disorder or whatever, where people are incapable of putting themselves in other people's shoes. You see what I'm saying? That's another another thing. Or it's it's a variety of different diseases and stuff that makes it difficult or impossible for people to experience emotional intelligence. Okay? And I'm not saying that's what makes it right, but what I am trying to convey or explain is, like, when you're trying to forgive a person like that, guess what? They don't understand it. So what are they going to do? They're going to do it again. So right after you forgive them, guess what they're going to do? Do it again. Do it again. And do it again. And do it again. Because they don't understand. It's kind of like, I don't know. The best way I can explain it is like, I don't know. But yes, forgiveness is a huge thing, especially when it comes to your healing. So, I mean, you may have to forgive several times. Maybe your forgiveness isn't always about turning the other cheek. Sometimes your forgiveness is putting somebody in their place. That is also a form of forgiveness. How is that a form of forgiveness? Because if you really want, it's like this. It's a form of forgiveness because when you correct somebody else, like you would want to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to correct somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. You got to. Because if you don't, just like I say, they're going to keep doing it. But also, it enforces your boundaries to allow you to create a space for the forgiveness to take root. Because sometimes you have to create a space for that forgiveness to take root. You see what I'm saying? You have to create the space, if that makes any sense. It may, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, I'm just trying to find the best words to put it in. When it comes to, when it comes to forgiveness, you got a lot of people who know what they did and they kind of like, whatever. Okay. But when you knock them out, then you forgive them. Guess what? They understand the forgiveness now. You see what I'm saying? You made space for that forgiveness to take root because you had to knock them out first. Then you gave them the forgiveness. There you go. That's the way I want it. That's what I'm trying to explain. So yes, sometimes you have to create the space for that forgiveness to take root. Just forgiving them isn't always the feasible option. Sometimes you have to take action and then do the forgiveness. because there's a lot of people who believe in a logic like you're Christian, turn the other cheek, or what is that? What was the other one? Yeah, the one I hear all the time is you ain't Christian if you don't forgive, and they keep doing the work, doing stuff to you. You ain't a Christian, you ain't a Christian, and they keep attacking you and keep attacking you. Well, a part of Christianity is warfare. A lot of people think that Christianity is based off of all gentleness and love and light. It is not. Our God is a God of war. How I know God is a God of war is because the Bible is nothing but a big love letter from him to us. It's a big love letter. Wherever there is love, there is war. There is war. So yes. Also, by you being optimistic and taking the time to recover yourself or whatever, that's helping with your recovery as well too. And you are choosing to move on. Sometimes you got to be the adult in a situation. Whether you want to be or not, sometimes you just got to be the adult. You know what I'm saying? A part of your faith is knowing that what you pray for, what you've been striving for, is going to come through and protect you when nothing else, when everything else fails. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that's what that mustard seed of faith is, right? So a lot of people think like a mustard seed of faith is like, oh, I believe it'll happen, and then that's it. No, you have to water that faith every day. You take that mustard seed of faith, like, you know what? I can do this, right? I can do it. I don't know how I can do it, but I know it can be done. It can be done, right? That's the first part of the seed. Then the next day, you have to keep taking action, right? That action that you take is water. That water that you use is affirmations. You affirm it. You affirm it in yourself. Okay, I don't see it working, but you know what? I'm going to trust it. I'm going to give it a little bit longer. I'm not going to quit today. I'll quit tomorrow. But I know it's going to come in. The next day, I'll quit tomorrow. I know it's going to come in. Then you start seeing it in yourself. You start seeing it. You start knowing it's going to come in. After a while, just like, you're going to start seeing signs. And then after that, it's a wrap, But yes, that's what a mustard seed of faith is. It's watering a seed every day. You can't see a seed grow underground, but you know it's growing, right? Same thing with your faith when it comes to whatever you believe in your religious aspects. It has to be at that point where you could continue to water it in faith that it will grow at its right time. Things that grow slow have the strongest roots. We learned that in, biology, in terms of, the bonsai tree? The bonsai tree is one of the slowest growing trees on earth. But its roots is very deep, strong. And that's what faith should be about, like the bonsai tree, right? Then you have the Queen of Swords out here. So, kind of like giving the vibe of like all of this work that this person did, and they're trying to recover themselves or whatever, right? And whoever this person is, they're trying to recover themselves, but it looks like it's time for you to heal yourself, because if I'm correct, once you start healing yourself, it's going to stop this person from being able to heal themselves. So when you offer, like right in the middle of that spell work, you just say, look, I know you don't know what you're doing, and by the grace of God, I pray that you find the peace that you're looking for, and I forgive you because you know not what you do. You know not who you offend. You don't know what kind of protection and power God has put over my life. You don't know what kind of anointing you're up against right now. And I pardon you in your ignorance. And then guess what? You step back. They may do it again, but it's going to wound them so bad, they aren't going to be able to get back up. They ain't going to be able to get back up after that. You may pardon, you may forgive them, but it doesn't matter. What God got in store is something different. So yeah, with that Queen of Swords out here, it is definitely a lot of, I want to say, something about, you're going to have to use clear communication and clear boundaries direct communication. Whoever this was, since they was unable to affect you through spiritual work, they're going to come in and try to deliver messages to you directly. Whoever this person is kind of give me the vibe that they have to do this work, or it has to work for some reason. It has to. Even if they come and they have to speak this work towards you in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. This is definitely a female. This definitely give me the vibe of like a female. I see what, 3 moths? A cherubim? Something about earth magic. Cherubim. The cherub governs the, cherub is over the, what is that? Agalah, Adonai, Gibor, Leolam, Adonai. The name of God designed to anoint and consecrate charms. The cherub. Something about the cherub, the northern quadrant of your life. Somebody tried to speak something over the northern quadrant of your life. The northern quadrant over your life governs your physical being. Whatever it was, it's kind of like somebody was going to try to abuse the truths that they know about you to trigger you, or try to lead you into a dark path because the work wasn't doing it. So what they were going to do is try to come in, use some other info, use something that they know against you to get you in a dark negative energy, and then try to bind that energy onto you. The spell work. It's kind of like they do all the work and the spell work and stuff like that, and they get it all simplified, and then all in between the moon cycles, they just throw rocks and try to like trigger you, do different stuff to try to like anger you or trigger you. And once you try to defend yourself or trigger yourself, or that once they feel like you're not being compliant with what they're doing to you, they'll instantly accuse you of being like irate and arrogant and all this other stuff, and they be trying to bind stuff to you at the same time. It's like a 2, 3, and 4-fold attack where it's like one part is like doing all the prep work. It's kind of like a Batman situation where somebody's doing prep work in the background. They probably doing prep work for stuff that they want to do next year, right now, or tax season right now. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. But whatever this is, it's gonna stop that. You got the 3 of Pentacles out here. Disharmony, misalignment, working alone. Somebody has been isolated and isolated from everybody else. Whoever this person is, they are the key factor of why this group is having conflict. No teamwork, disorganized, working alone, disharmony, misalignment. It goes back to what I was telling you when it came to the 48 laws of power. Remember I was telling you I was doing a breakdown of the 48 laws of power? And the very first law was don't supersede the master. Whoever this person is, I don't know what it is, but I guess this person wants to be the master. And whoever is really the master, this person is trying to supersede their position. If they supersede this position, what they're going to do? They're going to humiliate the master. It's just like a humiliation ritual on a master themselves. How you going to beat that? Or am I a fool to believe that? I can't be the only stupid one here. I can't be the only stupid one here. I'm just saying. That's just how I see it, because, 48 laws of power, don't supersede the master. If you accomplish something that this master couldn't do, you next on the hit list. You the new number 1, right? You gonna make them look bad. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know. It's stupid. It's a lose-lose on that side. That's why nobody's trying to do it. Nobody's trying to work with them. Then you got the King of Swords in reverse here. Yeah, there could be somebody who's abusing their power or making abusive decisions towards you. Something about they're trying to keep quiet about this power that they have, or some kind of manipulation or misuse of power. Somebody's trying to keep it quiet. So let's tap into that and see what kind of misuse of power was used against you. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what this abuse of power thing is about. Cause it kept coming up, but I really didn't wanna I don't know if I just kept forgetting or I just kept getting preoccupied with this stuff when it came to this, but let's see what's going on here. How are they abusing their power? 10 of Wands out here, making your work extra hard. They could even be contacting people at your work or your job so that they give you extra hard work. They're giving you the part of the job that nobody else want to do, overworking you, overexerting you. Somebody, I guess, is it kind of give me the vibe that whoever this person is, they either have a position or they're pretending to be in a powerful position in order to convince people to burden you in some kind of way. I wonder what kind of crime could you commit in order for somebody to do this though. You see what I'm saying? Like what crime is so bad that it will require somebody to overwork you, overburden you? The Sun card out here. And it's simply because of the attitude that you have when you go to work. It's about your positivity. Somebody's trying to break your positivity, your positive spirit. That's the key goal, to break your positive spirit, that fire in you. The Sun card. Somebody wants to break that. So they've been doing it by contacting your job, contacting people around you. Wow. So if you've been seeing increases and decreases in your money, it's because of this. There's somebody who's abusing their power and authority towards you. You got the Ten of Pentacles here, and you got the World card here. Yeah. Everything that this person had put their money into, this person has been putting their money into this, whatever this was. And it's to keep this cycle going. They've been traveling over it. They've been, you know what I'm saying, traveling and yeah. So not only have they been abusing their position to burden you and overwhelm you, they also been abusing their power, their money financially towards you. So this could very well be a business. This could be like a business, or this could be like I want to say a trust. There could even be a trust involved in this situation, a family trust. But it has a, I ain't gonna say that. No, I ain't gonna say that. Treading on the tail of the tiger, number 10. Let's see what else, other ways. You got the Knight of Swords in reverse, and you got the King of Cups here. So another part, they've been using their job, they've been using their power to slow down love in your life. They're trying to slow down your ability to heal yourself, your ability to tap into your gifts, basically your emotional balance. Wow. Earth, air, fire, and water. Yeah. Also to keep you in a passive energy and passively accept the death of things that they kill off in your life. So yes, I'm seeing all 4 elements here. Earth, air, fire, and water. This is the fire, this is the water, this is the air, and death is going to correspond with the earth. Even if this here, the World card, is the earth, this is represented by Scorpio, in which it would be water. Or, is that water? Yeah, earth, air, fire. Well, I'll put it like this. With the death, I meant like, earth, whatever. But I am seeing all 4 elements here. All 4. Yeah, somebody wanted to kill you. They wanted to kill your mentality. That's basically what they were trying to do. They're trying to kill your mentality so that the death part will come easy. What a fool. What kind of idiot would do something like that? You got the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands, the Sun card out here. Yeah. Yeah. But it's coming to the light. All the stuff that they've been paying people to do, everybody involved, all the burdens of hard work, extra responsibilities and stuff like that they've been paying people to put on you. They've been paying people to put extra responsibilities and burdens on you. Somebody is basically trying to see what it would take to break you. Only a broken person would try to do something like that, because they know what it's like to be broken. You got the Ten of Pentacles out here and the World card out here. Yeah, they've been, whoever this was, they just keep pumping their wealth into this cycle to keep it going, keep it going. 1 minute is the man, the eagle, the bull, and then the lion. That represents the 4 stages of Jesus Christ. The man in which he was born a man. As he went on, he became the, what was that? Well, he started off as the man, and then he became the bull, I think. He became the bull, in which he was the sacrifice for all mankind. No, he became the lion. The man, then he became the lion, in which he was casting out spirits and, cleansing and fighting the spiritual darkness in heavenly places. And then he became the bull, in which he was the ultimate sacrifice for all mankind. And then after that, he became the eagle, in which he flew away and keep watch over the earth. So it kind of gave me the vibe of, basically somebody watched you grow from being just a regular person to being a lion, going after what you want and what you deserve. And then you also understood the importance of being gentle enough to, sacrifice yourself for certain acquires and goals. The things you sacrifice for, you sacrificed in order to get where you're going in life. They saw that, and now they see you as the eagle, in which you soar in between realms. And whoever this person was, it's like they've been paying money. Whoever this person is, they've been pumping a lot of money into this. This is where all their money went. So I guess let's see what kind of job that they got, that they've been doing this kind of work on you. I know I'm over an hour or whatever, but I'm just gonna see what kind of work is this person into, where they can just do something like that. I'm just gonna pull a few. I ain't gonna pull all of them out or whatever. Let's pull a few out. Let's see here. Just grabbed a few. Offer up, I got Pisces, but I also got a barista, waiter, a carer, a counselor, broadcaster, administration work, assistant. See it for yourself. Four cups, yeah. Wow. A new fucking opportunity is coming. I don't know if you can read that backwards or not. Also, you have, wow. You have one person, this is Cancer Pisces, which is, does administration work. They're either an assistant, a barista, a waiter, what is that? A carer. They do like, care, healthcare, adult care, foster care, counselor, and broadcaster. Could be even like a, what do they call that? Social media influencer, an influencer, counselor. Yeah, that would be the Cancer Pisces aspect. They've probably been abusing their power towards you, right? Also, you have the Aquarian energy out here, Aquarius. This corresponds with a soldier, action-oriented, war, jobs, doctor, correspondence, computer hacker, and game developer. So this could be somebody who was in the military. Somebody in the military abused their power towards you. I'm going to do another reading about that, because this person has committed war crimes, and we're going to look into that. Also, there's a doctor, there's a soldier, a doctor, and a hacker. So we're going to look into the crimes of that aspect, and we're going to see what's going on. Also, total bullshit. Turn around now. You got, what is this? Remember I told you about those runes, 9-5 here? 9-5 kind of give me the vibe that it's something about two energies that's being mirrored towards each other with the energy coming through. Huh. Hidden truth, or I wish I could take back my words. Okay. So yeah, so far it looked like there's basically a Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius involved, and somebody abused their job as an administration worker, somebody abused their job as a soldier, somebody abused their job as a doctor. It even says action jobs here, so this could be somebody who they could be like a mechanic, they could be like a janitor, they could be anything that require you to use your hands, construction work. Yeah. Something about correspondence. This person handled correspondences all day. Okay. South, southeast. Hakma. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna do this next readings or whatever right quick. It shouldn't take me an hour to do, but while I got the cards out. I love y'all all. Y'all take it easy, and by the grace of God, be at peace.